Hundreds of buses stretched over miles of winding road were ferrying thousands of worshippers off Mount Meron in northern Israel on Friday after 45 people were killed and some 150 others injured in a crush at a mass Jewish gathering overnight. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the incident a huge disaster, while paramedics described chaotic scenes of teams administering CPR en masse to people, including children, lying breathless on the ground. Kalanit Taub, a first responder, described a horrific scene with non-stop people to care for. "I saw 20-plus CPRs ongoing at the same time," Taub told CNN. "Anywhere you looked, you saw another person doing CPR." In the hours afterward, she said she saw people crying or staring into space, struggling to process what they had seen. Israeli investigators are examining exactly how the crush happened at the mountain, where worshippers marked the Lag BaOmer holiday, an annual event where participants sing, dance and light fires in homage to 2nd century sage Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai at his burial site. Israel's health ministry had urged people not to attend the festival, warning of the risk of another coronavirus outbreak. However, case numbers have been low, and Israel has already fully vaccinated more than 58% of its population, so the event was allowed to proceed. Dov Meisel, vice president of operations of the volunteer-based emergency organization United Hatzalah, told CNN that around 100,000 people were in attendance, though such numbers aren't unusual for the annual festival. Meisel said up to 400,000 people had attended in past years. Hundreds of people were pouring into the site at the same time from different directions, leading to a massive amount of congestion, he said. People tightly packed in a small area had fallen down a staircase and crushed each other, he added. Overall, they usually control the crowd, but at a certain point at the peak the crowd became too tight, Meisel said. It was simply tragic and horrific. Social media video from the site show men and boys crammed into a narrow passageway, when it suddenly becomes clear that many are struggling to continue walking, being thrown back and forth in waves of the commotion. Zohar, one of the festival goers who was near the crush when it happened, told Israel's Channel 12 News that people were moving through the passageway well until they came to a sudden stop. Everyone was crammed on top of each other and no one understood why. I raised my head and saw policemen blocking the passageway. We shouted, "People are dying in there." He said he saw people losing the color in their faces. Then, bodies began falling at my feet. I tried to call for help, and slowly rescue forces arrived. There were some people who, rescuers, did not even try to revive. People were lying on my feet, shouting, "Help me."